Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have finally made another video. I'm slowly pumping them out. I was for a while doing shorts quite consistently, but I had a little bit of a snag where my tablet, my drawing tablet, isn't connecting to my computer. So in the meantime, we are going to go back to traditional art, which takes a little longer. So I probably won't get as much content out like short wise and stuff, but I'm gonna work as hard as I can because I really want to start making more videos this year. Anyways, for today's project, I'm actually working on a Christmas present for my husband. So we have recently gotten into playing D&D with our friends, and I thought it would be really cool to make him a dice tower. I've never done this before, so this is a first time. Um, and I think I did an okay job. It definitely functions. So, basic design is it's going to be an actual tower. I know, very creative. Anyways, I had a little trouble trying to figure out how to make it very sturdy. I did have to use mainly wood. I wish I had a bit more wood though for it. But the base is wood, and then what I did was I got a wooden dowel to work as the center of like a staircase type mechanism that will be inside. And then I drilled holes to add other little wooden dowels to make the spots where the dice would hit. Once I had this put together, I ended up painting it just a solid black and resining over the paint job. That way it could seal it in and I don't have to worry about any dice chipping the paint or anything, because some of us are using metal dice and I figured it might be a little bit aggressive on the wood. Now the part where I wish I did this with wood was making the walls of the tower. I didn't currently have it and I was trying to make it a surprise, so I didn't want to go and pick it up and be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I just need this. I don't want to tell you why, but I need it. I didn't want him knowing I was making really anything for him. It was a big surprise. So I ended up making the walls out of really thin bits of clay and baking them. I ended up painting the inside sections of that and resining over and then gluing everything together. This is very thin, but how I reinforced it was what I did on the outside of the tower. But before we go and start working on the outside of the tower, I still need to finish the inside. Basically, I tested it out and some of the dice don't always fall out of the door, and the whole point is they come out of the door so you can read them correctly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be making a ramp inside of this, but I wanted it to look kind of cool, so I'm going to make it look like a pile of treasure in the back of the tower. What I did to make this was I took tinfoil and I glued it down in place, and then I just kind of smushed it into like a ramp shape. I painted it gold, let that dry, and then when I resined over it to kind of make the ramp a little bit smoother so it wouldn't get a dice stuck on it, I ended up pushing in little gems and fake pearls into the little pile of gold. So I kind of like how it came out. It's a little hard to see because it's just kind of back there, but it's a little extra detail that I thought was fun. Now, for doing the outside of the tower, one, I'm not just going to be making a tower, I want to have a dragon kind of wrapped around it. So I will have to mark out where that is going to go, but in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to get the tower itself figured out. And I want to have a brick texture. And I figured the easiest way to do that was to make a bunch of individual bricks. So I made, I don't even know how many. I need to go back and count them, but I made so many clay bricks for this. And it was even more because a good chunk of them had to be half bricks. I made a little guide so I could figure out how many I needed roughly, but I can't remember the numbers. It was just a lot of bricks. But I made as many as I could. I had to do multiple batches, and then I started gluing them in place on the sides of the tower. And then to mark out where the dragon is going to go, that way I don't put bricks kind of underneath him. Didn't want to waste and make more bricks. I ended up gluing a tinfoil noodle just roughly where I wanted the body. The tail will be a little bit longer, but I wanted this basically the length of his body. I made it nice and curvy and stuff, and we're just going to glue the bricks around this. Now I do have some bricks that I need to do around the frame of the door and the top of the tower and stuff, but before that I need to finish off the little tile bricks that we already put down. And to do that I need kind of a grout. Now I didn't want to do actual grout, so I ended up getting caulking, and then I just went in between all the cracks of our little bricks, wiped away the excess, and then let it dry. Just if you do something like this, make sure it's caulking that is paintable. And also, caulking does take a good chunk of time to dry correctly, so make sure you give it about 2 or so days before you actually paint it. And then for the rest of the bricks, I'm going to switch over to my epoxy clay. I probably forgot to mention this, but so far I've been using just Sculpey clay. But now we're going to use epoxy clay, that way it can air dry, because I can't put this in the oven anymore. There's hot glue, there's paint, there's resin, there's a lot of stuff that can't go in the oven. So we need something that's going to cure or dry on its own. So I'm going to frame that door and add some decorative bricks on the very top. And then after that has finished, we can start working on our dragon. Now, with epoxy clay, I kind of struggle to get really good small details in sometimes. It's just the texture, it doesn't really work too well unless you get it really wet. And I wanted to get some detail into the face and the feet that I didn't think would work too well with the other clay. Plus, epoxy kind of moves around while it's drying, so if you have something kind of dangling, it's just going to start slowly dropping, and I didn't want that. So I'm going to have some wire frames for the front feet. The back are fine, I'll just do them full epoxy. And then the head we are going to be making separate at a Sculpey. So I'm just going to make it kind of like how I make my heads for my art dolls. So I'm going to get those done and baked, and then I'm going to use some wires and stuff to push into that little metal noodle that we have, and we're going to glue them in place, and we can start finishing everything off in the epoxy clay. Once all my clay has finished curing completely, we can start on the painting. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to basically paint everything completely black because I want to have the darker colors in between the bricks, and it's just going to be easier to just go over the entire thing, and then I can lightly go over the surface of the bricks with just kind of like a slightly dry brush, and I can get that gray to make it look more like a brick. And I'm just going to slowly lighten them here and there. I decided to add a little bit of a mossy color every now and again in different spots. But yeah, I just kind of had fun with it. And then for the dragon, um, this is the one little hint that I gave Michael, was that I needed to know what color he would like something, and he said blue. I gave him no information. I just was like, pick a color. So the dragon itself is going to be kind of blue in undertones. I kind of want it to look like he's glowing blue, and then he's going to have roughly the same like skin color as the tower itself. So to do that, I'm going to paint him completely blue. I'm trying to make it look lighter in some areas and darker in others. And then we're going to go over this with different grays. I'm going to try not match the tower though, because I do want it to still slightly stand out. Besides finishing the paint and just going over everything with a nice protective resin layer, our little tower is all done, and it works too. I'm so happy with it. Also recorded this a little bit later, so it was already a wonderful success as a gift. He was really happy with it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know it's a little bit of a different project, but I'm just trying to have fun and just make things that I want to make, and hopefully you guys enjoy what I want to make. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.